Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? Joey Jerkenbach is back here with another video for you guys. And guys, in this one, I'm going to talk about the game that wrapped up a few hours ago now, more like several hours ago, between the Packers and the Ravens. Again, as most of you know, I was there today. Really, really glad I was able to go. Got to meet up with some fans and everything. Had a lot of fun. Great experience, and cannot get over how beautiful M&T Bank is, man. Such a beautiful stadium that we have. Um, yeah, this was a tough one, man. Just another one of those really close games that we just cannot pull out. I mean, granted, we have pulled out, all of like the games of the year, like if there's a game of the year compilation or big games for the 2021 season, the Ravens we are responsible for like pretty much all of them. So many of our games have been down to the wire, these really, really good games. And some of them we've come out on top. This one, unfortunately, was not one of them. Yeah, really, really tough one. We'll talk more about the 2-point conversion in a second. Shout out to all the Packers fans. You know, one of the better fan bases out there, at least I think. I was staying at this hotel and being at the stadium. The Packers fans, man, they travel like crazy. There were so many Packers fans at my hotel, and then walking to the stadium. There's a lot, so got to respect the loyalty there. And shout out to the Packers fans. Have a great team, and that was a really, really good game. So congrats on the win and good luck going forward. I know they clinched the NFC North, so they will officially be in the playoffs. So good luck going forward to them. Um, I mean, I don't really know. I can't be too disappointed. I mean, this was a Ravens team that gets more and more injured every week. A team that was without their quarterback and playing arguably the best team in football, and we put up a fight and lose by 1 point. I mean, I can't. I gotta be somewhat grateful, right? I can't be too disappointed with how much we've been through. I mean, it's pretty impressive. When you get that close to winning the game, though, it's really hard to say, oh, yeah, we made a great effort. It's fine. Which we did make a great effort, and I got to think about it that way. But because it was so close, because we got down to that way, you got to be picky and be like, all right, we got to win this game. We got to win this game. But, got to keep everything in perspective also. I mean, that's a really, really good team. We weren't totally built to win that game. There were mistakes that were made, and it's just what happens. But I still think overall this was one of our better games. Offensively, we played very, very well, actually. Despite not having Lamar Jackson, our offense played really well. Huntley, man, I was really, really happy with what I saw from him. And now, just so we're clear, just so no one starts the BS narrative, no, just because Huntley played well does not mean that he should be the number one quarterback. Okay, when Jackson's healthy, he's coming back and he's getting the starting job back. But Huntley played really, really well today. He didn't turn the ball over. He made a lot of smart reads. He had a lot of nice runs. He protected himself. Really liked what I saw from Huntley today. I thought he played great. And again, our offense in general played really well today. I thought our offensive line played pretty well also. Huntley only got sacked once, maybe it was. Now, granted, it is Tyler Huntley, and he's avoiding sacks, but I thought our line played better today. It had been in a rough stretch. It played a lot better today. Of course, not having to play against Kenny Clark was a big help, but I still think our line played well today. Huntley had a lot of time to survey the field for the most part, find open people, and the running game I thought was pretty good today too. Latavius Murray, where did he come from? He had his best game of the season today. He got several nice carries. Huntley, of course, and then Freeman was okay. He got a few carries as well. So that's great. I mean, again, offensively, we didn't score on every drive, but I thought in general we played really, really well today. Offensively, kept us in the game. Defensively, did not play well at all. Now, this was expected. I really thought Rodgers was going to shred us. Now, Rodgers played well, at least statistically, but he didn't have the game of his life, so I can't really be too mad. And Davante Adams, I mean, he had a few catches, but he didn't take over the game. He really didn't. With how depleted our secondary is, I can't be too mad. I mean, we did okay on Adams. He really didn't do too much. But at the same time, it's not just Adams on that offense. I mean, Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, two very good running backs, but also Scantling, but Lazard too. The Packers have a lot of weapons. I know Tanyan was out for the year, but the Packers' weapons are good. So anyways, tough one for sure. I really, really thought that when we came back, we really had a shot, which we did have a shot. Just couldn't pull it out in the end. So looking at the defensive standpoint, another time where I don't totally know how to feel about them because for the most part in the game we did not play well at all. Run defense wasn't great. Aaron Jones did pretty well, and of course Rodgers shredded. I mean, I don't know about shredded, but he abused us pretty much. I mean, he had a high completion percentage, like 200 something yards, 3 touchdowns. He didn't throw a pick. But at the same time, I mean, with how banged up our defense was, I thought the Packers were going for like 40 plus points. They only scored 31, but that's still quite a bit. So in general, defensively, we did not play well today. But it could have been worse. And of course, I really thought Adams was going to take over totally, but he didn't. I mean, he had, again, a few catches, but he didn't totally take over the game. But at the same time, you know, you got to do more than just limit, and we couldn't do that today. But at the same time, you know, we were down 31-17. You know, the defense makes that big stop on 3rd and goal to make the Packers it was 28-17 Packers. They go for it's 3rd down and goal. Rodgers went to the end zone, couldn't pull it down. I think it was Lazard who he was looking for. And it forced the Packers to take a field goal. So that made it 31-17. Then the offense goes right down the field, scores. And this is where the defense comes into play because it stopped the Packers then to force them to take a field goal. And then it comes out with a quick 3-and-out. Justin Madubuike with that sack. That was awesome, man. Pass rush finally got home. So, you know, I don't really totally know how to feel about the defense because they did keep us in the game in that case. We were down 14, we scored, the defense got a stop, gave us the ball back, we scored. So I got to give the defense their credit, but at the same time, they did also let up 31 points. So it's hard to credit them too much. Yeah, defensively, I don't think we played very well today. I mean, they scored 31 points. They had a solid run game going. Rodgers gave us a hard time through the air. But I don't think it was our worst, but definitely not our best. I was expecting it. The Packers have an incredible offense. We're so banged up. But yeah, our defense did not play very well today. One guy who did play well was Patrick Queen, who has just gotten better and better every week. 11 tackles today, man. He is a stud, and I'm so glad at how well he's improved. So that's cool. Besides that, you know, it's never a Ravens game without injuries. It's just become traditional now. So Avon Young went out with a concussion, and believe it or not, compared to all the other NFL injuries, a concussion really isn't that bad. He'll have to clear the protocol, and he should be back in the next few days. So Tavon Young is okay. Tyree Phillips, however, went down with an injury. He was limping off the field. He had to get help. Chances are his injury is probably serious. We'll see. I know it's not a big loss because of how poorly he's been playing, but still, an injury is an injury. So prayers up to Tyree Phillips. I hope you get better soon. And again, hope you get healthy because, you know, never like to see that. So that sucks. And now we sit here at 8-6. The Broncos could not beat the Bengals, so now we are no longer in first place. And believe it or not, we are no longer in the playoff picture because, well, I guess we're in the hunt, but we are no longer in one of the top 7 seeds. So I thought that because we had the tiebreaker over Indianapolis and LA, we would be ahead of them, but apparently not. It goes with like conference record, and then the Bills are in there because we haven't played them yet. It's really weird, really complicated, and I just don't bother to understand it. But for whatever reason, we are not in the top 7 seeds right now. So this week was very unideal. The Steelers won, the Bengals won, we lost. Browns play tomorrow. Got to cheer for the Raiders. So definitely not an ideal situation right now if you're a Ravens fan. But hey, still three games left. We still have a lot to prove, and we can still make it happen. So okay, we'll talk about the finals. So first off, again, major props to Tyler Huntley, man. Really happy with how he played. Played really, really well. Did not turn the ball over. And of course, Mark Andrews. What a game he had, man. He is such a stud. Broke 1,000 yards. So nice to see a Ravens quote-unquote receiver break 1,000 yards again. That hasn't happened in so long. Andrews got it done. Again, played really, really well. He had over 100 yards. He had the touchdowns. Andrews popped off, man. It was awesome. But now we'll go to the end. So Huntley, that running it in for the touchdown. And I said this, I was sitting with a bunch of fans, and I called it. I was like, if it comes down to when we're down 7 and we score a touchdown and we can take the lead or go for the extra point, I called it. I knew we were going to go for 2. I knew it. I just knew if we got the touchdown, we were going to go for 2. And look what happened. We go for 2 and we fail. Man, I don't like that move. I know in hindsight it's 2020 and all, but I don't like the move. I don't. And again, some Ravens fans got so mad that they were like, fire Harbaugh, fire Harbaugh. Now, The next day, like tomorrow, I doubt they'll be thinking that. I think it was mostly just pent up anger from not getting it, but it's still ridiculous, okay? Harbaugh, I think, should be coach of the year, okay? With all the injuries we have, with how much adversity we've had to overcome, we are still contending for the playoffs. I know we might miss, but regardless, Harbaugh has done such a great job coaching this team, and I think he deserves coach of the year. But anyways, he should not be fired. That's ridiculous. And one thing is, guys, on that 2-point conversion play, Roman, I think, had one of his best games today. I loved his play calls. I loved the way he was using Huntley, getting him outside the pocket, running some play action plays, letting Huntley get comfortable. The line helped there too, of course, doing a nice job in pass protection. I thought Roman had a very good game today, play calling wise. I did not like the last call at all, though. The 2-point conversion call, the rollout. I know, we were looking for Andrews because he had had a huge game, so you got to depend on him. But why run a rollout there? Why run a rollout? You're just giving it away that you're gonna throw to Andrews. The backers knew it, and it was just not there at all. I don't like that call. I think it was a bad play call. I don't think we should have gone for 2. I think we should have kicked the extra point, but I also did not like the play call. I don't think it was a good call. I think we should have run some sort of option with Huntley, let him use his legs. We didn't. I don't think it was a good call. So that was not good. But besides that, I thought Roman was good today. So yeah, Andrews had a big game. Brown had a few catches. Bateman was very quiet today. Little disappointed, but I can't be too disappointed. Every game it's a new player, and of course, Bateman being quiet did not impact our offense really, because our offense still played very, very well. So that's cool. Defense just did not play well enough to win, and our offense couldn't finish the job. Again, I got to be proud of this team, man. We've had to battle through so much adversity. We've had such a tough schedule, especially the past few weeks. We, playing this team, we come back and we make it a big game. You can just never count us out, man. 31-17, doesn't matter if it's Aaron Rodgers. The Ravens, you can never count them out. You just can't. You can't count us out. We showed that yet again today. Even though we fell short, proves that you just can never count us out. So, again, this loss hurts, but it was, again, such a pleasure to be there. I got to meet up with some fans. Very, very nice and all. It was so great. And, again, I'm really, really glad I got to be there. So, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you should drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I am out. Peace out. Have a great night. Go Ravens, man. Got to keep our heads up. On to Cincinnati, and I will see you guys in the next few days with game pick videos. I hope you all have a great holiday, and I will see you then.